We are surrounded by serialized art, from a film series with 7 sequels to a book series with 20 entries, from a television show where zombies tear people limb from limb to a band or musical artist 3-concept album arc. The possibilities are endless. Thus, this is something serial.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Are we doing hats today? I didn't know that.
It doesn't matter.
Well, hang on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know if this counts.
Are we doing masks too? I didn't know that.
Fuck.
Hold
Let's just Can you imagine? I swear, here's an idea for you. It's a movie, okay? And it's about how we are infected with a disease, and it's through social media. So I could be talking to you right now, and all of a sudden I go crazy and I murder people.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with this mask on. I can't breathe!
Dude, I love people. Someone was talking to me, and they're like, yeah, I just kind of wonder what the long-term effects are of wearing a mask. I was like, what do you mean?
I don't know. You fucks don't care about deforestation, so I don't know. Fuck you. God,
I was like, there's none. That's why you don't know about them.
Jesus. You could get meningococcitis. Like, well, that's not true.
Yeah, it's awful.
Well, hey, before we get to the episode, welcome everybody. This is the Kerrit Podcast.
And I'm Kevin.
Something serial.
Yeah.
It's another episode. So exciting. By the time you hear this, like we've recorded these in advance. Hey, bud.
I mean, yeah. Hi.
We're doing Batman this season.
We're doing Batman. Did you know that Adam West died?
A while ago.
Long time ago. Almost not even applicable to this moment, to be honest. And that's fine, because we're talking about Batman Returns, so it all evens out. We left off with Batman, first one, which is just called Batman, not : first one, which I don't know if I made it sound like that. It's funny how much of a huge improvement Batman Returns is upon the first one.
I watched Batman Returns for this episode, and let me tell you, you are 100% correct. That movie is a near masterpiece.
It's crazy. I used to dislike it a little bit, not a lot, because I grew up with this movie, and that was like the Batman movie we always watched, basically, because that was like the only one we had on VHS for the longest time until I got Batman Forever in the late 90s, probably.
Yeah, I think we had Batman Returns, and then later we got Batman. After I had already had Batman Forever.
Batman, the first one, I never owned on VHS to my recollection.
Interesting. I had all 4.
Yeah, it is interesting, because we had Returns, which was missing the cover for some reason. I don't know how we ended up with it either, because I was too young to remember the purchasing of it. So my parents had to have done it.
You had the side flaps, the back, the top, and no bottom, and then no.
I mean, like there was no cover at all. It was the tape itself.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I was going to say
one of those situations.
At that point, throw it in the trash can.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, it was. I don't know if this has anything to do with it. Hey, time out. Here's an Amazon Prime van. Can you guys see it? Is it there?
We see Biden-Harris.
Oh, shit. I'm not trying to get overtly political. Hold a moment.
No, I don't see.
Oh, that's a van.
Oh,
and I can't. It doesn't matter. You know what? Who cares?
You're cutting out every time you move it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You froze. You straight up froze.
Well, you're a gray screen right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I switched to gallery view. There you are.
Sorry, it's just funny because like I'm plugged in with my Ethernet, and even just the jostling is enough to lose signal.
You'll catch up.
The signal's beamed into the computer. You don't. It doesn't have to. I should be able to. It doesn't. So here's the thing about VHS covers when you're 3 years old in the 90s and you're dumb because you're 3. It is the 90s and everyone was dumb in the 90s. Very naive. And I got a videotape for my birthday, and it was some kind of space children's program, animated, fake. What was it called?
Man.
That's a movie. I'll think of it later, and I will get you the theme music, and we'll play it right here, right now. That's what it was. What a burst of nostalgia. And if you didn't find it and I didn't find it, then we didn't listen to anything, and I sounded like an idiot. But what happens is you open up the present, that's a VHS tape, and then you rip the VHS cover as well because you think that's part of the wrapping.
So you ripped it, and that was the reason that it's gone.
I don't know officially. I'm just saying that's a theory. I don't remember. But it could have happened that way.
I do think my favorite VHS tape of all time is the Lost World Jurassic Park, where you could pull that thing out and then put it back in. But it was like, if you pulled it out, it was the logo of the movie. But then if you put it back in, then it's the T-Rex like roaring, and you could it's like breaking through the logo, and you can move it. And
there was like a 3D image where you would turn it and it would.
Yeah, it was the logo. And then if you turned it, it would be the T-Rex busting through the logo.
Heck yeah, I remember that. That was a good one. I feel like they did something like that with the Independence Day cover, but I might also just be misremembering that. I
think they did, and it was like the beam going into like just the White House, and then the beam going into the White House, and it explodes. It was always you had 3 options. So it was like, here's regular, here's in the middle, and then here's the end result, baby.
Ooh, yeah. Which is crazy to think that they're openly advertising like an exploding White House on the cover. Like, ooh, that's so cool.
They should remake it now and then just not do anything when the aliens come.
Dude, I keep reading like people's comments about current global society in some cases. But just the idea that if in a zombie movie, there's always somebody who gets bitten and then never tells anybody else, and it ends up becoming an issue later on. And it's like, oh, that's happening everywhere all the time. That's the norm.
I saw a meme someone made where it's like a picture of Trump heaving with his breath at the front of the White House. And then it was like, it said that. It was just like when you get bit by a zombie and you're hiding it from your friends.
Panic attack style. Oh.
Hey,
yes.
Really quick. I had my microphone plugged in before my computer turned on because I had to restart it. So I'm not using that microphone right now. So my audio is shit. Let's go take an anchor ad, and we'll come back and talk about Batman Returns.
And cut. And I can't believe you can do that Tim Curry thing with your eyes. It was like, what the hell is that? Oh my God.
Can you do that? You can't do that?
No, I can't do anything with my eyes. Can you cross your eyes?
No.
You realize they're going in different directions, right?
Yeah, they're going up like that.
That's amazing.
So we'll do we'll do Batman Returns next week.
No, we can keep going.
It's almost an hour, this episode.
Holy fuck, it is. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Well, I think set 6:15 around.
Well, we started like 5:20, I want to say, though. We started.
Okay. So
somewhere around there.
Well, we'll do Batman Returns next week. I'm kidding.
Do you want to dip into it at all? We can try to knock it out in 20 minutes.
Let's start talking about it for sure.
Okay. Batman Returns.
That's all the time we have.
It focuses on the villains more than Batman. And when I rewatched it as a young adult, so I'd grown up watching it as a kid, loved it because you don't watch anything else and you just watch random things and love those random things. Mm-hmm. Like I love The Love Bug. It's the greatest movie about a Volkswagen ever.
Cats Don't Dance. Did you ever watch that?
I've heard of it. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
I never watched that. I watched Cats Don't Dance. I remember loving that movie.
Do they dance?
In the movie, of course they do.
Well, that's a lie.
Whatever. Just watch it.
How about Rockadoodle?
Never heard of it.
Interesting. I used to call it something else.
Cockadoodle Dandy.
No, it's Yankee Doodle Dandy with Jimmy Cagney. Okay. Wait, what? It's so smelly in here.
It smells like shit. Hey, Jackie came in.
Oh, nice. Heather came in too.
Aw.
She's over there though.
Okay, well now we're gonna hand this show off to our girlfriends.
Can you? I would watch that show.
Dude, that sounds hilarious.
That'd be a great show.
The Kerrit presents
The
significant others.
Well, hang on. Her name's Jackie, Heather, Jether, Hacky. Hacky! This is so hacky.
The Hacky Podcast, but it's spelled Hacqui.
And then it's just cracking bad jokes back and forth. And then you can put Don Rickles in the middle who's moderating, even though he died. And he wouldn't have done it if he was alive. We'll just
Oh, shit.
take my wife, please. And then
That's
Jackie
not
can
what
be
it
like,
is.
fuck you! And then Heather can be like, what is that? Can we let's jump into one last thing and then we'll end it for the day. Is that cool with you?
I told you we'll do Batman Returns next.
We'll just do Batman Returns next week, Seer. Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said? Technology's the worst. I've been using my phone and I say, like, hey, like, play this on Netflix. And they go, what? And I'm like,
They have
just
no
take me
idea.
to Netflix. I'll do it. It's fine. I don't know why I thought I had my own personal, like, Android data chilling.
Well,
Like, yes, I can help you, sir.
it's funny. I changed mine to Jeeves, and he knows everything, so we're good
He's
there.
still around?
Hey, Jeeves, can you tell Kevin to talk about Batman Returns? Yes, of course I can. Hey, Kevin, talk.
You got me. I thought it was going to work. Is he...
No, that site is...
Damn it. You fucking... Why you do this to me? It's ask.com now.
Yeah, it's ask.com, which
Well,
sucks.
where's Jeeves? Where is...
Is Ask Jeeves dead? Oh, Jesus. On February 27, 2006, having suffered the loss of many of its users, Ask Jeeves was finally laid to rest. Similarly, on February 26, 2006, Teoma disappeared. It now redirects to the Ask.com search engine. I don't know
What's Teoma?
What is Teoma?
Is that like the Bing equivalent?
I guess. AskJeeves.net. It's Google. It's just a Google extension. So now Google apparently owns Ask Jeeves.
Lame.
So dumb. Well, anyway, I probably just got a virus for looking at that.
I'm going to look up an image of Jeeves. Oh, he looks just like himself. This would be a fun tattoo to get.
You know who he reminds me of? Alfred from
He does.
Batman.
From Batman.
Batman
All right.
Returns.
We're going to knock this out real quick. Batman Returns. Great movie. Better than Batman 1. Tim Burton at his finest. Feels like an opera. Amazing film score with lots of diversity to the same theme, and they switch it around, and it's very, very unique for each scene and character. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Costumes look better all around. Makeup
Yeah.
looks better all around. Production design looks better all around. Looks completely kind of different in a weird way because they're going for more of a German Gothic expressionism thing versus more of a film noir-y thing. Cinematography better. I said that already. Batman is a better character. The dialogue is better. There's a scene where every scene he has with Catwoman is full of innuendo, but it's not cheesy like Batman and Robin. It's fun like His Girl Friday or another movie with Cary Grant.
The Philadelphia Story. No, he's not in that.
He is.
He is in that. Philadelphia Story.
Yep, Bringing Up Baby.
Bringing Up Baby. That's what I was actually thinking about.
Yep, that's another good one.
Was that your Katharine Hepburn impression?
That's another good one. Wow.
Howard.
Hang on. I'm almost there. How am I doing so far? Am I
You're
doing
doing
pretty
great. It's so funny because everything that you're bringing up, I'm like, yes, I agree, and I know something about the making of the movie. I would throw that in here. But I think the next episode will expound on all these things, and I'll put in clips from the making of, like I did with the last Batman that we talked about.
I think even though this movie doesn't deal with Bruce's parents' murder, it has more heart and soul, and he is tied into the plot better than he was in the first movie.
Agreed.
Even though he's not as directly impacted by the events going on. Even though he does have an emotional connection because he's into Catwoman.
But doesn't that make him a better hero? Because he doesn't really have personal stake in it. I mean, it's just like he cares about the city, and it's the definition of what a, crusader vigilante should be. It's like, there's terror in my city, fuck this, I'm involved.
It's interesting because it doesn't delve into the should he, shouldn't he, like the Christopher Nolan movies do so much.
Yeah.
Which isn't a criticism. I think it's cool because he can just go do his thing. He's just Batman then, whatever. And it's just a given that he's going to try to do the right thing. And I also like that he's, at one point, and spoilers involved for a 28-year-old movie, when he's talking to Catwoman and he realizes who she is, he straight up is like, dude, I'm not going to do anything. Maybe we should go talk about this because I don't want to do anything to you. I don't want you to have to do anything to me because you're cool. We should figure this out. No law or whatever.
Yeah. I think he actually says, like, let's take this outside or let's go outside. We'll put that in right here.
Oh my God. Does this mean we have to start fighting?
Let's go outside.
Yeah. And he says that, and then she's like, are we going to, like, fight? Or something. They even, like, they talk about it. It's great. It's really nice.
They all just heard that. But yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to the fact that I haven't heard it yet, and I'm trying to explain what I'm anticipating it to sound like in my head.
Yeah, I just watched it, so it is a really great scene. I mean, that movie is, I think I'll get into, actually, I'll say the negative now, and then on the next episode we'll expound on everything. But the negative for me is the circus music theme that's happening while all these, like, it's in the beginning of the movie, the big box comes into the set, right, the town, and then it, like, explodes, everyone starts jumping out, and the music that's playing, it's obviously their theme. That's what it's not Hans Zimmer, is it?
No,
it's Danny Elfman.
It's classic Danny Elfman.
It is classic Danny Elfman, but it's like, he obviously has a theme for each character. There's the Catwoman theme, Batman theme, Penguin theme, all that stuff. And the music that plays for the henchmen or whatever of Penguin as they're, like, shooting up the town and, like, almost brutally killing people. And,
I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
They must. They've got to, given the tone of this movie.
Yes. The music is like this circus theme, like do 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 do, and it sounds like the cantina from Star Wars. It sounds like the Halloween 3 theme for
Gothic Christmas, baby, just like what Batman would want.
It is that, but it takes me out of it, where it's like, it's such a serious movie, and it's not like, it's too goofy. And I understand the idea is, like, it's a juxtaposition of, like, it's this happy music in this horribly depressing thing that's happening, but it's like, it just misses the mark for me music wise in that specific scene.
So interesting, because I haven't watched it as recently as you. I watched it about a month ago, I think.
Yeah.
Well, in COVID times, maybe it was 2 months ago, now that I'm thinking about it.
Dude, I've been 29 for 6 months, and so have you.
I know. I hate it. I don't want to talk about it. Why are you doing this to me, buddy? We're talking about fun stuff right now, not existential crises things. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah,
I know. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no, your Ethernet went out.
For the people at home, I shook the computer in frustration, and he pretended that I fucking lost Ethernet.
It's so funny. Internet. It's so funny because the people listening have a completely different experience than the people watching. I know. And I genuinely think that they're the same people. I think people listen and go, oh, I guess I have to watch it now.
Yeah, they jump in and they give us like the 5 seconds you need to get a view. I don't know how fucking YouTube works, I should add.
They're like, okay, so at this part of the podcast, I have to go to that part of the video and see what happened.
Anyway, this has been the Kerrit Present Serial something. And I'm going to go get some food and prepare for the Chicago Tampa Bay game.
Well, that sounds fun.
Go Bucks. Fuck the Bears. I kind of like Nick Foles, so even though I kind of like him, so I guess.
Well, Kev, this was fun. We'll do Batman Returns next week.
Yeah, we'll talk more about how it's really good and it's probably the best one, and it has a lot of heart. And I wish they'd continued that arc. And there's a Catwoman spinoff that was going to be made with Michelle Pfeiffer, where she was going to be chilling in a vacation area like the beach, and it was going to be funny because of that. And Tim Burton was obsessed with putting a sequel in a Hawaiian location. That's why he got Beetlejuice 2 written in the early 90s, which would have been Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. He thought that was really funny. And then the Catwoman script slowly morphed into the shitty Catwoman with Halle Berry. So
how did that become that? I
know. It got the green light to be made pretty much right before Batman Forever debuted, because Batman Forever was pretty close to Batman Returns. There was only a 3-year turnaround time. But in that amount of time, once Batman Forever took off, they were like, why the fuck would we greenlight Catwoman? Even though we just did, we're going to take it away because this is the new Batman world. So,
well, it doesn't, you still could have had Michelle Pfeiffer play that same character if Batman's not in it. It's a spinoff. It doesn't make sense.
They fucked it up. I mean, they had a very short-sighted view of how to handle franchises. Nowadays, everything's a different universe. Like, we're bringing Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck back. We're bringing Jamie Foxx back. We're just throwing in whatever fuck we want.
Who's Jamie Foxx going to be?
He's going to be Electro.
In the newest?
Spider-Man 3. Because remember, he was Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? He's been hired to play Electro again.
So are they just going to remake that character then?
I don't know. I mean, I know Doctor Strange is going to be in the newest Spider-Man, so there are rumors that he's going to somehow link the universes, so Jamie Foxx's Electro can then jump into this universe, and this has already been put in place by Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, etc., etc. So,
well, then let's just get Alfred Molina to play Doc Ock, and we'll get Willem Dafoe to play Green Goblin. Let's bring everyone back.
Dude, let's just put that Spider-Man 4 script into turnaround like they were going to do in 2011. Like, let's just do it again. Let's ignore everything. Don't even put in more universe stuff. They've already established enough. Get John Malkovich back. You can put him in the Vulture role. You can do Anne Hathaway as the Black Cat, which I believe was the original idea.
It was.
Then she became Catwoman in Dark Knight Rises, which is weirdly coincidental, but I don't know what to make of that.
I forgot she's Catwoman, and I will say that the leather suit of Michelle Pfeiffer looks way better than that pleathery whatever. Not pleather, but it was like spandex, wasn't it? They go back to spandex.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, but they were trying to go for more realistic, I think, too. So like some sort of like skin tight, like thieving outfit was better than a leather jacket that had been cut into pieces and somehow stretched out to cover a whole body.
Yeah, well, maybe
which is fine.
We didn't see. Maybe she had another leather jacket in there.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. All right, I am going to go.
Okay, enjoy that game.
Here's everybody. Good luck editing this episode. There's some good stuff, though, so I hope you can do it.
We will. We'll do Batman Returns next week.